everybody. It's Chris. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I know today is Labor Day, and some of you may be watching live, some of you may be doing other things and watching the recording. So, either way, I'm really, really glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. If you're watching me live, I know I'm just a few minutes early, but I'm really, really excited to share this information with you. So, if you're watching me live, do me a favor, please let me know that you're here. Type hashtag live in the comments. And if you are watching the recording, let me know that too, so that I can be sure to kind of follow up, see how you're doing, make sure that you got the information, make sure that I can follow up on your comments in case you have any questions. So whenever you comment here, what that does is it allows Facebook to send me a notification so that I know that you guys are getting the information. And if you do have a question, Facebook will let me know that you've made a comment, and that way I can be sure to circle back around. So whether you are live or whether you're watching the replay, live, please type in hashtag live. Replay, please type in hashtag replay. And then, of course, give me a hi. Let me know you're here, and let me know that Facebook is working okay. So, and sometimes there is a lag, a little bit of a lag that happens when we're in Facebook too. So I see that two of you are here. Go ahead and type in for me. Let me know. I don't see any comments yet. So just let me know. Give me a thumbs up if everything is working. You never know. Sometimes when we go live, I know I've actually done an entire training and there's been some wonkiness that's happened and I've had to record it. So anyways, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my Soulful Business Training. This is all about shining wealthy. And we spell wealthy in a very, very special way, Wellthy, because we want to create sustainable profit in our business. Not only do we want to get to six figures, but we want to do this in a way that allows us to serve with our heart, with our soul, and in an aligned way that allows us to have a heart-centered business and a sustainable and a profitable business, not just making it all about the money. Because one of the things that we know is when we just make it about the money and we take out the service aspect of it, is that money really doesn't make us happy. Money is an amazing tool, and yes, we do want to allow ourselves to be well paid by sharing our gifts with others, but we don't want to forget the importance of being able to do the things that we most want to do in our life in addition to serving. Hey, Jasmine. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yay, there you are. Rachel and Annie and Jasmine and let's see, three of you. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you for being here. All good. Awesome. It's working. Thank you for letting me know. Beautiful. So here's the thing, my friends. Getting to six figures is important and intentional, right? So if you are just now building your business, or if you have been in business for a while and you still are not making the income that you want to make in your business, chances are you might be missing this piece. And this is your business model. There are a gazillion different business models out there. You can Google business models and find information. But what I want to share with you is a business model strategy that is going to allow you to create six figures in the simplest, easeful way possible. So here's the thing. There are courses that you can create. There is passive income that you can create. There are memberships. There is working with people one-on-one. There's working with people in groups. There is being on stages and selling from the stage. There is retreats. There are multiple ways that you can create and run a six-figure business. And it's important that you hone in and dial in on the business model that is going to allow you to help your clients get the best results possible and allow you to be soulfully aligned with that way, but also priced in a way that is going to allow you to get to six figures. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean is that if you are undercharging, if you are not pricing your programs or your offers appropriately, then it is going to be really, really hard for you to get to six figures. Because I see a lot of people just starting out with the business model that they think they should be doing, which is let me just sell a whole bunch of low priced offers, right? Like, let me just see how many $97 offers I can create. Well, if we do the math, it takes a lot of $97 offers in order for you to hit $10,000 a month, which means you have got to do things in a way that may or may not be aligned with you. What that means is that you are going to need a lot of an audience. You're going to need a large audience. And that also might mean that you need to have the money to invest in ads. So look, none of that is bad. There are many, many business models that you're going to see out there that do offer courses and memberships. And in order to make those effective, you do really need to have a large audience. We're looking at thousands of people in your audience in order to have enough people to hear what it is that you are sharing with them in order for them to convert into being a paying client. So think about email marketing, converts at about a 1% rate. So we get to do the math that way, right? If you're only making a 1% conversion and you're selling a $97 course, even a $1,000 course, you still need to be in front of a lot of people. And so typically when I hear that people want to start their business because they've heard about creating passive income, right? I always want to kind of bring it back to reality. And yeah, if you want to do that, absolutely, totally go for it. But you need to be willing to invest a significant portion of money into your advertising and into getting in front of the people that you need to get in front of at a large scale. So think about your low priced offers, your courses, your memberships. They're kind of, if we were to think about a triangle, they're at the bottom, right? They might not cost that much money, but you need a whole lot of people inside of them in order for you to get to 10,000 a month. So nothing wrong with that business model. You just want to be really, really clear about that. Now, the business model that I choose and that I coach a lot of my clients on it is allowing you to create a six-figure business model in the quickest, simplest way. And so one of the things that we focus on is we want to focus on two core main offers. And again, look, there's nothing wrong with having a $97 offer. As a matter of fact, I call a $97 offer kind of like a bite-size offer. It's a nice way to kind of help somebody along and give them a result pretty quickly without them having to enroll in a high-end offer yet. However, not everybody who invests $97 in that low-priced offer is actually going to be the best fit for your high-end offer. So we really want to take a look at how do clients get the best results? And typically clients, your clients, my clients get the absolute best results when they have certain things. And so if we want to help people get results quicker, typically what we know is that number one, they have to have the right system that you're going to be teaching them. They need to have support, your eyes, your heart on their experience. And they want to have accountability, right? So they need those three things. Unfortunately, courses or memberships don't necessarily give those three things. They might give you a system, but they're going to be lacking in the accountability component or in the support component of it, right? Because we all know how it goes when we just download things for free. Or even if we've invested in a really low priced offer, where there really isn't accountability and there's not really a community there to support you. So if we really want to help our clients get the quickest results possible, we need to make sure that they have the right support and we're delivering that in a way that matches what it is that they want and also is sustainable for you, the right accountability, and also allowing them to be in community. So system support, accountability / community, okay? So how do we do that? Well, there's a couple different ways that we can do that. Typically, we want a high premium priced offer at the top of the pyramid. And think about that is an offer. It doesn't have to be one-on-one. For those of you that want to work in groups, that could be a high-priced group offer. But your highest price offer is going to be where your clients get the highest amount of personal interaction with you. Okay, remember, courses, memberships, typically there's a lot of free downloads, there's a lot of recordings, there's a little, and there's less actual interaction with the coach or with you because it's a low priced offer, right? You can't actually give people the attention in that way and really be able to have a sustainable business. So your high priced offer is going to be something that allows your clients and your audience to have the highest amount of access to you. Okay, so we want to have one main high tier offer, and then we want to have a medium tier offer. okay? And that medium tier offer is going to be just a step down. So maybe that looks like a shorter length of time with you, right? Or it could be a group program, right? So group programs are great, especially when you decide to do something that I love to do and what I teach inside of Activate Abundance, which is the hybrid model. I love doing the hybrid model because it allows me to serve people in a one-to-many container and also give them access to me without burning myself out. I remember back in 2019, I was absolutely completely burned out. Like I was having 30 something calls with clients. I was literally like, I could not uh, go any further in my business at all. I was tapped out with one-on-one work. And so I had to take a look at my business model and realize that that was not sustainable for me anymore. Now, you absolutely can create six figures with a one-on-one business model for sure. I did. And there's also going to be a time where you're going to kind of hit that ceiling where it's impossible for you to take on any more clients because you've hit your limit, right? Yeah. So that's what happened to me. So if some of you are creating consistent income working with one-on-one clients and you're at that same place, I get it and I feel you. And what you get to do then is take a look at how can you continue to serve and deliver amazing value without burning yourself out. And typically that then goes into a group program. So we want to think about our six-figure business model. And we want to take a couple things into consideration. So I want you to think about how can you help your ideal client get the best results possible. And we want to know that the best results possible typically are going to be in a higher priced offer because they're going to have more accountability, more access to you, more support, and sometimes that might also be in a community. So I actually have my two main offers. My top tier offer is actually my one-on-one support that I offer my clients, and they can work with me in a one-on-one capacity, but I only take a very, very select few of those because I run a group program, Activate Abundance Academy, where they also get one-on-one access to me. So those are my two main offers. And so that allows me to actually create a multiple six-figure business. And actually I have kind of two mid-tier offers because when people come in to Activate Abundance Academy, they can have an entire support system, learn my method, learn my model of how it is that I build and grow my business. And then once they go through that program, if they want to continue to stay in the community, they can actually join us in Activate 2, which gives them another layer, actually even a little bit more support, more one-on-one time with me, and some nurture events as far as in-person retreats and some special things that we do just for Activate 2. So think about the way that you can help your clients get the best support. And now we want to take a look at pricing. Okay, so pricing is really, really important, my friends. If you have a business model where you love to serve, but again, if you are not charging enough, there is no way that you're going to get to six figures, right? Imagine if you have got the capacity, again, take a look at the capacity that you have. And if you're working with one-on-one clients, what is the capacity that you have to work with one-on-one clients? What do I mean by that is how many one-on-one clients can you realistically take every single week? And then you want to do the math on that. So for example, if you are, and I'm just going to use the example because most of you are health coaches or life coaches or are starting out, just starting out, or have a 90-day transformation program. So imagine you're taking somebody through a 90-day transformation program, right? And you are selling that program for $1,000. Okay, first of all, $1,000 is a very low offer for the amount of access that they have to you with you. So if you can take 10 clients in a week, and that is at $1,000, but you're taking them over the course of 12 weeks, right? Then we need to do the math. Let me grab my calculator here. And that is going to be, let's see, 10,000 because we're taking 10 people, right? If we take 10 clients, so that means that you're only going to be bringing in around $3,000 a month. So $3,000 a month, maybe a little bit over, somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. That's not going to get you to six figures, right? So $3,000 a month times 12, that's $36,000. That's not enough. So you're at your capacity. you can't take on any more clients, and yet you are nowhere near six figures. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that you're priced appropriately. And when I talk about the appropriateness of price, what I want to say is that typically the average 90-day transformation program, and look, there are many people that are charging more than the amount that I'm going to give you. I'm just going to give you a broad range, and there are many that are underneath. But the average 90-day program, the investment for that is around $3,000. And so that is a $3,000 offer that you can invite people to work with you in, and that could be your high tier offer. So typically our high tier offer, we want it to be a minimum of $2,000 to $3,000. And if you think about that, if you are serving people $3,000 and you're taking 10 clients in at a time, that's $30,000. You're taking that over the course of 3 months. There's your $10,000 a month, and you've got that there. So that's a six-figure business model where you are serving people one-on-one, but you need to make sure that it's priced appropriately. Now, we do want to have a middle tier offer because not everybody is ready to work either in a one-on-one capacity, or maybe they're also not quite ready to work for that period of time. So you do want to have a mid-tier offer, something around the $1,000 level or under, where people can start with you and you can help them build your foundations, help them build their foundations rather, right? So that they have also a place, if we think about they're not quite ready for a 90-day program one-on-one, okay, great. Maybe they want to work with you in a 6-week group program or an 8-week group program. And so you can also take more people in a group program than the capacity for one-on-one clients, right? So imagine if you took people through an 8-week group program and you were charging $1,000 for that 8 weeks, and you decided that you wanted to take 10 people into that, right? So that would be $10,000. 10 people times 1,000 would be $10,000, which means that would be $5,000 a month. Okay, so that would allow you to then, we're looking now at $15,000 a month. So you are over and above your six-figure business model. So I hope this is making sense for the way that you want to choose the business model and the pricing that is going to allow you to get to six figures. Because if you are undercharging for your services and you are over giving of your time, you're not going to get there. And this is something that I work with my clients on. As soon as we jump into Activate Abundance, we want to make sure that we've got a business model that focuses on two main offers. Why else do we want two main offers? And that is because we want to keep things simple. We want to keep things focused. And we want to be really, really clear on the way that your clients can work with you. If you've got 3, 4, 5, 10 different ways that people can work with you, people get really, really confused. And so when there's too much choice, people don't make any choices at all. So when you yourself are really clear that you've got your high tier offer and your mid tier offer, and you know that you've got them priced appropriately so that it can allow you to have a boutique business. When I say boutique business, a boutique business is anywhere from $100,000 a year to $500,000 a year. That's actually a boutique business. That allows you to have a boutique business in a way that also allows you to have some time freedom in your business. And I love this boutique business model for a couple reasons. Number one, it's highly profitable. Highly, highly profitable, which means that you don't need to have a large team behind you, right? So you don't need to spend a lot of money on advertising. Actually, you don't need to spend any money on advertising. You get to cultivate relationships. You get to give people lots and lots of value. You get to connect with people on an intimate level. You get to show up and serve them really, really powerfully. And you get to do that in a way that is sustainable for you, and it's very, very high profit margin. So we're looking at a 70% or more profit margin. So that's pretty freaking amazing in this industry to be able to have a profit margin of 70% and above. That is truly amazing. Typically businesses, when we take a look at once you go above $500,000 to $1 million to multi-million dollars in your business, the profit range there actually drops significantly. It drops down to 50%, 40%, sometimes even 35%. So even though you're bringing in $1 million, you're spending a lot of that money on the back end with team and tech and all of these other things to make that business run. Again, nothing wrong with that. If you want to build an empire, amazing, totally get to do that. But just know that if you're looking for a highly profitable and sustainable business model that allows you to create six figures and multiple six figures simply, and allows you to have extra time that you want to have, and again, not have to invest a lot of money on the back end of advertising or team or tech, this is such a great way to do it. Okay, so I want to hear from you. What is resonating for you? And I have a special offer for you. If you want my eyes and my ears and my heart on your pricing, I am giving away a 20-minute pricing session where I can hear what is going on with you inside your business, and you and I will come up with a pricing structure that matches your six-figure business model. I rarely offer my time free. So you need to grab this now if you want it, because I have very limited spots in my calendar. Would be more than happy to support you in a pricing strategy that's going to help you get to six figures or above. So if you feel like you're undercharging, or if you're unsure of what to charge, or you're unsure about kind of how to do this, I am more than happy to support you. Again, we want to have two core main offers. We want to make sure that those offers are priced appropriately so that you can have a sustainable business, a highly profitable business, and a business that allows you to run this in a way that gives your clients amazing value, right? We want our people to get results. Awesome. All right, my friends, comment what I want you to comment. Type pricing in the comments if you would like me to reach out for you and give you a link to book a free pricing session with me. Again, this is a complimentary session. It is a 20-minute session where you and I'm going to hear what it is that you're doing, what's your vision, and I'm going to hear what are your two main offers, and I will help you price those. Or if you're unsure about what your two main offers are, I am more than happy to use the 20 minutes there to help you with that too. On that call, I will also share with you ways that you can continue to have my support implementing this piece, right? So just having a business model and a pricing structure is not going to get you to six figures if you're not sure how to attract your ideal client, how to nurture your ideal client, and how to invite people to work with you. So there are some more pieces. In order for you to hit six figures in your business, you're going to want to know, how are you building an audience? How are you nurturing people in your audience? How are you inviting people to work with you in a way that feels aligned and congruent without all of the aggressive bro marketing strategy tactics out there, and in a way that feels really good and aligned with the soulful entrepreneur that you want to be? All right, my friends. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining Jet Live. I love doing these trainings. I hope that you got a golden nugget here. Let me know in the comments section. Yes, Amir, I will send you the link. Beautiful. I'll send you the link. Let me know in the comments section, what is one golden nugget that you're taking away? I would really, really like to know. What is one aha? What is one golden nugget that you're taking away? Even if you're watching this on replay, I want to hear. All right, my friends, you have an amazing day. And for those of you that typed pricing in the chat, I will absolutely reach out to you and send you the link. Again, probably want to do this pretty quickly because I have a limited number of spots in my calendar for a time with me, but I will send that your way and we will get going. All right, have a great Labor Day. Bye.